Hey guys, welcome back to Blackmire. Oh, it feels so good to say this. I know I have been so slagging on Blackmire for the last few months. Last save I had was from January. So I know it's been some time, a long wait, guys, for this series to continue. But I needed it. I literally needed a break from all this steampunk stuff here and etc. Because I told in a lot of my videos that I feel like whatever I built that it looked the same, like at the end. So I needed a break, and in that break I got Dania done, I started a contest, etc. and all that stuff. So yeah, so here we are, guys. We're back in Blackmire, and I feel like actually what I added today is something totally new to the park. It's a little bit different building style, but still fits the Blackmire theme well. And what I'm trying to do is that we have this slum, right, which is basically where we're building right now, where we have the scrapyard, we have the slum, obviously, but on this side here we don't really have so much things. So I feel like we could maybe attach something here that goes with the scrapyard, kind of like is intricate with it, you know, because also Operatør added more coaster to the mine train coaster, or the suspended one, and that's basically what I am adding here. I'm trying to add some more stuff to the area where the coaster is here, and I'm actually very happy of the end result of this entire thing here, because as I said, I'm trying a new style. I'm trying to add a little bit of different things to it, but still kind of keeping the vibe, and I'm quite happy. I don't do so much clutter, so much small detailing yet. My only goal basically now was just to get back into Blackmire, get it all started again, you know, get into the groove. So I'm starting slow, guys, but I still feel like that this addition here helped a lot to the entire mountain we have here. And we are that close now that I only have the last 2 or 3 levels left, which are getting smaller and smaller too. So it's kind of a nice tactic we did here by starting with the bigger space between the mountain and kind of like closer that in, and then, you know, build further up the more we go. Because I still do add some stuff as I usually do, you know, the fire stairs from the walls and buildings and chimneys and the mist, the steam pipes, you name it. Everything that, you know, has the Blackmire vibe. So what I'm doing here is that I feel like that this thing here on this side could be somewhat of a coal factory. I know we are in the desert here, but I mean, we decide whatever they are gonna scavenge and, you know, mine here, because we have all these sort of factories, all these sort of functions in the town. And I feel like this coal factory here is a good addition, and it kind of makes for the iron to get made too, you know. So everything in this way sort of have a purpose. Everything works together with each other. And I kind of feel like that since we also have the suspended mine train coaster here going in and out, you could in some way say that they build the slums on top of a mining mountain sort of thing, right? Like on the below. And then the more we get up to the top, the less things there are, but still somewhat of residential areas and etc. So that's kind of like my goal with this, guys. And I feel like that I might, as I say, not get so much stuff done today, but it's definitely something I really like. I really like the addition, and I feel like that I can use this sort of style on this particular side here and actually expand it and have these sort of super nice windows and etc. I do say etc. a lot these days, don't I? Well, oh well. So this area is not gonna be the guests are not going to be able to walk here. This is mainly just for the view and for the coaster that the coaster goes by. On the coaster, you'll see all this, but that's mainly just that. So, and I'm not really detailing it as much as I said too. That's going to be further in we go, maybe next video when I do something more. Because I feel like what I said, that I needed to get back in and just get the groove going again, you know, get the creative juices going. Because the coaster itself, the Ironworks coaster, which were the main coaster in the park, is 95% there. I need to do some trigger work, need to do some lighting, and then the coaster is done. And I took a ride on it here, and I gotta say, I still feel like it's my smoothest ride I've ever made in this game. Also used a lot more time on that coaster, so I really can't wait to finally show you guys the result of it, which hopefully will be in about 2 weeks, max 3 weeks times. For me, that's soon, because 3 weeks just, they happen like this, you know. So hopefully I will have that coaster ready at the time, and then we will not be more than a month until Blackmire will be done. I know I do a lot of promises here, but I feel like that's where I'm at now, because I dropped all the things that I wanted to add. I actually wanted to add some sort of a water whirl sort of style behind the mountain here, and a lot of people in Discord, they like the idea, but they kind of felt like that I should do that as a single project and not really mix and mingle that with the Blackmire thing. And the more I thought about it, the more I kind of like, yeah, you're probably right, and I should probably just wrap this park up and get it over with. Because not that I am gonna hassle through it at all. I'm still gonna try and make this creation the best looking creation you guys have ever seen. You know, like that's my goal. Steampunk at least. There's not so many. There are a few. There are obviously Savfk, which is the ultimate steampunk creation. So yeah, I'm hoping to get it up on that level, and yeah, it's just really, really happy how this addition I did today helped on the look of this side of the mountain, and it also just feels like there's more to see. You know, like it's not only a mountain on this side; it's actually something totally different on the other side. I also thought about maybe some of the sides and stuff, maybe just make some, you know, scaffolding sort of structures, like housing, where we use the iron bars and stuff to make some sort of a house or like shack, but they just haven't built it yet. They're starting to build it in some way. So I kind of want this side to be this coal mine factory, but also be made in the making, you know, maybe have some cranes that are transporting some big stacks of stuff. You'll see that hanging, and just, you know, some sort of that style, because I feel like I can also make that a little bit easier for me to do it like that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go for. And then we have of course a few small sections of the mountain town, the wealthy one, where we are obviously also gonna add a little bit more stuff to that area as well, because there are some few spots here and there that still need some love. But overall, I'm super happy of how this creation looks, and as I said in the start, it feels good, guys. It feels good to be back in here and actually build something that I feel satisfied with, and actually feel like that this is a good addition. I don't feel like it's my best build at all in here, because it's not. It's very generic. But I feel like that the vibe it gives, and just the different style it has with the big windows, you know, it's more factory-ish windows in that way. And I feel like that adds a lot to it. Especially if I just went with the normal windows, then it wouldn't pop up that much. So yeah, I'm quite happy for that. I'll obviously also do a lot more stuff to the coaster itself inside. Maybe Oberteur also gonna do a few things. I'm not really sure how much theming he is gonna do on the coaster, or if he's just gonna put some supports in and make the coaster and let me do the rest. I don't know yet. But we will see. We will talk more of that the more in he adds, because the coaster is not done yet. He still needs a little bit of things. actually to finish it off to the station. That's the only thing it needs, and then it's pretty much there. And then we obviously also need to make some sort of a station to the slum and to the coaster here, where the coaster is. So there are still a few things, as you can hear, but it's not like all the big things are done. We're done with that, and I'm not really into starting something similar to that. Like I really just want to finish off these 2 mountains and the Ironworks coaster for now, because then I can fiddle and focus just on this area here and fiddling up with some clutter and, you know, the same old same. After I've used the Mecha Toolkit a little bit here, the last few projects, it's very hard for me to not go in and see what kind of steampunk stuff do we actually have that can be used as assets. There is a few, but it's not, I don't want to do it, I don't want to add it to Blackmire, because it's such a few there is that are actually, like, I actually didn't find anything very steampunkish that were good enough for me to use in Blackmire. Of course, there are some cables and some new pipes and stuff, but I might as well just use these, and I don't really want to mix it up. Though I did think about it, but I'm gonna try keep it vanilla as much as I can. You know, just DLCs and in-game pieces, because I was gonna finish this without it, right? So might as well do that. Just. There's not really so much else I do here, guys, besides adding a little bit more detailing around this section here, and then I add another layer extra with some more windows that has big, or a building that has a little bit big windows as well. So this is kind of like gonna be like some sort of a stag factory, but you just can't see it. It just feels like you are going into it, and I'm quite happy with that. It's super cool how all this is done, and I feel like this coaster now that Overture did really has a purpose, really fits the area and just the purpose of the entire ride itself. And then we can maybe call it some sort of, you know, of a. It is kind of like the scrapyard coaster, right? But also it goes in and out of the coal factory too. And, so yeah, there'll be some more stuff to do. I'm not gonna do interior work as I do on Ironworks, because that's the main attraction, that's the main coaster. So that should be a one factory. So here I just want the exterior to look factory-ish, and then the coaster just go by, you know. So pretty much like that. Just here I am using the good old coal pieces. They are so annoying. I was really hoping that they would give us like a clutter of them like this instead of us making them. It seems so weird to me they will add such a small piece of coal and never another tinier bit like this. Oh well. But yeah, doing this here, as you can see, adding a little bit of coal to give it that coal factory look. And then just clutter up a bit with some barrels and some iron beams, and yeah, I'm trying to add a little bit different things. I'm at least, you know, trying to get the brain working on props and clutter I can place that I haven't placed so much before. But we do end up placing the same old bits, but it is how it is. The barrels really work well in here, and they've always done. So I can't really take that away, because they do the job. So I am also a short video, guys, because as I said, I didn't want it to start out with something crazy, because my brain just couldn't take that. I wanted to start small and get all the things going again and get into Blackmire, because I was actually in the park and looking around for like half an hour, 40 minutes before I even started building. Because I needed to get my head needed to get back into shape. But it's going, and I already have another idea to what I can add to Blackmire. So I hope I can already maybe a video of Blackmire next week as well. Because now Dania is done, guys, so the next project we're gonna finish is Blackmire, okay? That's gonna be the next project. And then in the meantime, depend on how much me and Farana are getting done on Galatea, we will also try to get that one finished within the next month or two. But that's a little bit tinier project than this, and we are 2, so it should be doable. And then there obviously also are above ends, which is also still a thing, guys. I talked to Oboteur here the other day, and we also agreed that we were gonna wrap that up as well. But for me right now, Blackmire is the first priority, because it's also been going on for a while, right? And I did say to you guys that I was kind of done with speed builds from here, but since I'm trying a new style and adding a little bit of new stuff, I wanted to share it and also hear you guys' opinion on what you think of this addition and this sort of kind of like style of build. I know it's nothing fancy, it's literally just how like normal house pretty much, but it's different from the slums we have here, you know, the shack buildings and stuff. So I was a little bit worried that it wouldn't really match up, but I'm quite happy how I did it though. It feels good, and I can still add a few more things between them to get that nice transition. Because as I say, I feel like that this could be somewhere where they kind of like wanted to make it look more prettier than on the other side, where that's more like the worker slums. Where over here it's kind of like a mix and match, but they still wanted to make it look somewhat pretty on this side. So they tried and are also in the making of doing that. So what I'm doing here is that, as you can see, I'm playing around a little bit with a little bit more brick texture-ish style. Just trying to see how it would look if I actually added a more modern building next to all the shacks here. At first thought, no, it wasn't as I thought it would end up looking. Really didn't like this at all. I think it was more the height of the build and the squareness, because I do end up changing. I do end up erasing one level and then making like a triangular roof, as I did on the bottom floor. And then I basically try to add a little bit more factory style building next to it as well. But just from the exterior side, so you get all this super view, kind of like you saw in the cinematics in the start. So yeah, we are also slowly moving towards the end, guys. There are a little bit of cinematics, not so much, because it's not like anything crazy or a lot we've been building. Though I am gonna add a lot more clutter between all the path and levels we have here, and making it look more alive and, you know, super, you know, steampunk vibe, the good old steampunk vibe we are trying to get in here. Though I do like how it looks now, you know, with the triangular roof and a little bit shorter and stuff, and having those trim on the sides, and it just added that extra thing. So that's basically also what I'm doing here, guys, trying to add a little bit more color to it, like a little bit more darker red with the black and stuff, and then it works. I'm quite happy that I did that, because I don't want everything to be all black, or you know, dark grayish, because that's mainly a lot of the colors I have. So I feel like here I could try to mix and match some more colors. I still have the red color otherwhere as well, and I feel like they match pretty well. And then maybe on the next floor I can maybe try a little bit more darker blue, something like that. And we just want something a little bit chaotic, nothing so fancy, but also more organized. That's the word. So yeah, that's pretty much what my thinking has been while I was building all this, guys, and kind of like just get back into Blackmire. Super happy to be back, and I hope you guys are happy too that we're still building. And let me know down below if you don't mind getting more speed build bits of Blackmire, unless it's like something I have built a million times before, or if you guys are just still interested or just like want to hear me rant about it, and just, yeah, you know, let me know in the comments down below, guys, because I feel like even though like this break here of Blackmire, also I learned to build with some new pieces as well, and also get some pieces into my sort of building brain, and that's kind of like what I'm doing in this video here. Like, I'm trying to use some of the Ghostbusters pieces too, and just trying to expand my mind a little bit with more pieces, and maybe that will help me evolve this town here, you know, or this side here at least. So yeah, I'm super happy about it. So we are doing the last parts here, guys, before we end the video and go to the cinematics, where I'm basically just piping up a little bit here and just adding a little bit of clutter and pretty much just making it look somewhat presentable, so you guys, so I could make some nice cinematic and a nice thumbnail for all this, because I didn't really like how everything looked. I felt like it was still a little bit too plain, lots of it, but it kind of is compared to all the other areas. But I feel like if this is a factory, there should be some room for them to walk around on and stuff, right? But I am still gonna add a few things, some cables and pipes and yeah, just the things, you know, that I usually add to add that clutter. But yeah, guys, we're at the end here now. As I said, let me know your guys' comments down below. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts, and I would love to hear what you guys think of everything. And have you missed Blackmire as much as I have? Because I really have. And it does feels good to be back in here and actually building something that I'm super satisfied with, even though it's nothing over the top, but I will end up adding a little bit more trim and clutter and the stuff, you know, I add when I build this. And also just thanks so much for all the new subscribers to my channel. I really do appreciate you guys for coming over and chilling out with me. It's super cool. And yeah, I hope you stick around for lots more Planet Coaster stuff. So, but anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Give the video a like if you think it deserves it. And stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.